We are going to have our next presenter from Software Group. Let me briefly describe the biography of Ms. Vidya Ramkumar from Software Group. Vidya is the Business Development Manager of APEC Software Group. She has more than 10 years of experience in financial services provider sector and has been part of several digital transformation projects in Asia-Pacific region. Prior to joining Software Group, Vidya led various projects in telecommunication companies, helping them grow in the digital era. She carries specific industry knowledge in project management, service delivery management, and account management areas. I'm pleased to invite Ms. Vidya Ramkumar to share about the use of digital transformation to increase outreach and efficiency in financial institutions.
Thank you, Sulay. Thank you, everyone. Afternoon, and today I'll share with you about digital loan origination for increased outreach and efficiency for financial services providers. So next slide, please. So, just first off, who are we? Software Group is a global technology company for financial services industry, providing solutions that touch the customer experience and drive efficiency and enable customer outreach in more than 65 countries. So our solutions are core banking agnostic. It allows customers to either keep their existing or embrace their core banking system of choice, and we would integrate to it. So in Myanmar, we're really glad to work with Dawn Microfinance and Construction, Housing and Infrastructure Development Bank. Next slide, please. So just briefly, our key solutions built on the digital banking platform called DigiWave include digital field application, the loan origination solution, which forms our focus today. Also mobile wallet, agency banking, internet and mobile banking, payment switch and card management system, and enterprise integration platform and ESB solution, as well as digital insurance solutions. So next slide, please. Works is Software Group's local partner in Myanmar, and we're so glad. And together we support MFI and wider digital transformation in Myanmar. Their local expertise and market knowledge is really invaluable to us. And together with Software Group's experience and solutions, we really look forward to the endeavor. Next slide, please. Now, the key challenges, right, as many of you have discussed earlier, right, that we find and that we experience that financial service providers day-to-day face, in their work is reaching customers, typically in remote markets, as we see with microfinance, and they include the dispersed customer bases with perhaps low-value transactions. So the business case for opening new branches is not always there due to the high cost of operations. Also, we may be working with those with lower financial literacy levels and naturally not always easily trusting of providers. Now, this is one aspect, and the other side of the challenges and the lack of ease that when we work manually. Next slide, please. Now, the customer demands, or what we see that financial service providers today, when they work with customers, are their expectations, such as those who really value their services at their location and at customers like to have services at their doorstep. They look forward to instant messages and instant services and updates through the process. And as Dr. Ong Tun Tet elaborated earlier, they really appreciate, as we all appreciate, a personal human interaction combined with the digital efficiency. And therefore both are really important, right? Together with the digital efficiency, that human interaction remains important through the process. So next slide, please. Software Group's DFA for digital onboarding and loan origination enables the loan officers to have the flexibility to work anytime, anywhere, right? Even when they're offline, working in remote areas and so on. It helps with fast and easy customer onboarding and loan origination. It helps to keep the data clean with auto-populated fields and data verification options. It helps capture information, documents, and ID cards all in one place and therefore reduce paper. Next slide, please. It helps to organize oneself well and track tasks across the team through to completion. And to have a view of the entire picture of the customer. So not only the single thing that the officer is working on, but the entire picture, including the history and so on, and leads for the future, and which leads to the ability to have richer conversations and a better relationship developed with the customer. So through integration with MCIX, it can also support better credit decisions in Myanmar. And through secure authentication measures such as biometrics and digital signature and OTP authentication, it reduces fraud. So next slide, please. So the benefits that MFIs and financial service providers can look forward to when moving from manual to digital are simply a rapid customer onboarding process, and as low as 5 minutes or less, right? Who doesn't want that? And a turnaround time from customer application to loan disbursement reduced to hours or minutes compared to what may be days or weeks beforehand. Officers being able to handle a high caseload, so typically about a third or more. And through the benefits, the break-even or return on investment, which as Cameron, you rightly mentioned, it's not cheap, but financial service providers can look forward to that break-even point between 1 to 2 years, and within just 1 to 2 years. Next slide, please. So the depth of digital onboarding and origination includes 3 parts. Firstly, the field work, which is what we looked at, so the digital channel for the field officer. And secondly, the product origination, so through digitized products itself. And finally, the branch work associated with this. So it really helps to digitize all the interactions and processes and paperwork to become digital. So today I share with you the story of Credit Access Grameen, the largest microfinance in India, with approximately 2.8 million clients today and rapidly growing. So next slide, please. Their digitization project started back in 2016 with an initial rollout to 330 branches. They're dispersed across 157 remote districts across 9 Indian states and 1 union territory. Their focus in each and every one of these remote branches was to streamline processes, particularly to register new loan applications, record the collections, and they wanted to launch new products and different things easily. And that's the thing, Grameen is constantly evolving to address the changing market dynamic in India. And so some neat things about Grameen is that over 600 of their branches who are connected to an instant CB check today have their loans dispersed same day, which is a significant increase in their turnaround time. The solution supports more than 3,100 concurrent users. And Grameen's innovation and achievements were also recognized by a Silver Stevie Award, actually this year. So they were really glad to be recognized by that. So next slide, please. Actually, so these are some clips that you may feel free to refer to later. Next slide, please. The key benefits realized by Grameen have been better quality and richer data, which has helped their monitoring and planning at management level. Secondly, client satisfaction from the rapid turnaround process and also notifications through the process. Thirdly, a flexible and scalable platform, which has supported their growth from initially 330 branches at rollout to 1,000 plus by next year. So by next year, they'd have about 11,500 loan officers using the platform. Next slide, please. I wanted to share, in response to COVID-19, Grameen primarily explored cashless repayment by offering this option across a few platforms commonly used by customers. Now, what they found was the uptake has been gradual. It's because of the customer segment that they work with, and they're not all using digital phones, and even when they are not commonly using these platforms. However, Grameen's approach has been to leave no stone unturned in their pursuit to digitalize. As we know, MFIs must digitalize or die, and therefore these channels will inevitably be increasingly used. So that's their sort of motive, and that's why they keep trying different things. So in their pursuit to evolve, Grameen is considering offering their banking services on other platforms as well, included in their response to COVID and the reduced face-to-face time as a result. Next slide, please. And finally, next slide, please. In conclusion, the digital onboarding and origination, it helps financial services providers reach customers while saving time and effort, helps to organize data and work efficiently as a team. As we know, that teamwork is really important, and this supports that, through task management and so on, to help team cohesiveness and work efficiently as a team. Thirdly, helps keep customers more satisfied. Also improves staff satisfaction and performance in the process. Finally, it's a ready, proven solution to support the why financial service providers do business, as Ko-So Lewin quoted. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Vidya, for your precious time and sharing with us.